And we are already seeing on the rise, like, AI-induced psychosis, apparently.
It's like how well you understand what the world kind of is at the basic level, and how you can just disassociate from things that aren't real. Like, say, the internet is kind of the hyperreal, and an X account is actually a gateway to the hyperreal. And so the problem with the hyperreal is, say, whatever you do on the internet does actually affect you somewhat in real life as well. But like, do you there's certain things that don't affect you, like certain things that you don't need to really care about, but you have to like disassociate. Like you have to have a really logical way of looking at the situation and just being able to then take things out and label them properly as such. And be like, hey, some random person on X.com called me a fucking retard. Now, I could go there and call him a retard also, but how much do I value my time? This is where then the process comes in through. It's like, oh yeah, I see the weird, like, I see the person calling me a fucking retard, so I'm like, well, I don't care about that, so I just simply leave it alone. I don't even block the person. Or if somebody tries to harass you for a little bit, then it's like, click hide reply, click block. Or like, for instance, when there was like this large account that attacked me, I still remember that was really fucking funny. What is it called, Leon Nissan or some shit that had all these unverified, like, literal, just, these people were definitely bots because they all sounded the same. So I was like, I like your network. Let me just do something real quick. Click post, who can reply, verified only. So I'm like, instead of getting mad and heated about it, I was like, interesting. So if you want to, like, if you can trash talk me all you want, I actually encourage it. But you get to pay Elon his $8 first. There you go. Boop. That's cognitive security. It's like looking at it going, okay, let me just turn that button on. Or like, just turn that off. It's like remaining completely calm and just, okay.
I see. Okay, so at a base layer, that is cognitive security. I think it's a good explanation.
It's like, how much can somebody, how much control over your own mind do you have? Does like this random reply that's designed to offend you, does that offend you? And if it does, you're weak. Like, just don't get offended.
Let's go deeper into it. So when it comes to this kind of stuff, there's all these people, all these notifications calling you X, Y, Z. It's easy to kind of brush that off. You just get some thicker skin. But what if, for example, taking this a little bit deeper, going into the future, I think every single human that's gone through life and like reached adulthood and dealt with the real world, they've encountered trauma and shit like that, and it's nothing like unique or anything like that. It's just like something that we've had to deal with. But I feel like it introduces critical vulnerabilities that people can't access or manipulate because they simply don't know about it. They don't know you that well. Like, for example, let's say you had certain issues with like a parenting style, and so a certain insult would penetrate that thick skin because it hit that very like vulnerable part of you. Now, if a person knew about that, they could leverage that against you, and that would be like very bad. That's like how friends could betray you and stuff like that. Most of the time, that doesn't happen. But what about all these people that treat ChatGPT as like their best friend, that are using it as therapy? Because we have that vulnerability scale now, and that's quite different than somebody trash talking you in your mentions. So how do you combat that kind of? How do you prepare for that kind of cognitive security? Is it more like a preventative measure where you're like, I'm just not going to tell OpenAI anything about that? Maybe you run it your local models, or like, how do you deal with that? This is like a future problem that I feel like people haven't really thought of yet, and I'm kind of interested to hear your take on it, as well as the other people that are on this space.
Yeah, it's about like how much you can actually keep to yourself and realize, like, thinking of the consequence, like considering second order effects also helps a lot with that, where it's like, what if somebody else, like, okay, first of all, you have to come from the perspective of, I value my own mental security. What could possibly compromise it? You consider all the things, and then perhaps you run that exact thing before you comment something on the internet, where you go, would this be something that I'd want to have delete? Like, would I want this to be deleted? Like, would I just like put that out there and not care about it and keep it forever, or would I actually want this to be deleted in the future? Is this a throwaway thing? You know, you go, okay, if it's bad in future, then don't do. If it doesn't matter in any conceivable future, then I guess okay. And is it actually relevant to even comment in the first place at all? If yes, okay, go ahead. If no, don't do. Right? Just like keep running that through your head. Just like think about what you post before you post it. Not everything is like, you know, the internet has consequence. People just like kind of disassociate from that. But again, it's the hyper real, which means it may not technically be real, but the effects of it are still quite real and